Have you ever wanted to start collecting demons? Well, hopefully this video will help start that journey. The new Demons Codex is really good and actually performing very well in the meta at the moment as well. It's quite clearly divided into 4 gods, so it's worth thinking about which one of the gods you want to play or whether you just want to soup it all up entirely, which seems like the strongest way to play them. You have NURGLE, known to be very resilient, Khorne, all about melee and very hard hitting, TZEENTCH, mainly ranged and great psychic threats, and Slaanesh, fast and tricksy melee. Firstly, I'd say go for the things you like rather than the things that are competitively strong at the moment, because things can change quite easily. The rule of cool should always win out. Normally in my start collecting videos, I'd recommend the Combat Patrol or start collecting boxes as the best place to start, especially with the discounts built in. For demons it's strange as there's only one Combat Patrol and it's entirely Khorne focused. A quick look at the Combat Patrol first. £90 in the UK with quite a lot of models. It worked out to be about a 45% discount, and it's an even larger discount in the US. And don't forget you can be getting at least 20% discount by buying through independent retailers. Of this box you can't really go wrong with Bloodletters and Fleshhounds, and to be honest this is a great place to start for any demon army. And then there's the start collecting box at £57.50 in the UK. Not that many models, and actually at a small discount for the box it's pretty poor. So I'd say only get this if you're really wanting every unit in the box. Considering expanding on the Combat Patrol or building from scratch, then you really can't go wrong with any of the troops from all the gods. Your Bloodletters are a standout unit with great melee damage. I can't stress that highly enough. The Demonettes, fast with good melee, and Plague Bearers and Horrors provide durability. Now for some standout units to extend your collection. Probably the best unit in the Codex at the moment, the Flamers of TZEENTCH. 25 points, but expect that to go up by at least 20% when the chapter approved comes out. 3+ demon save against ranged, auto hitting Flamers, d6 plus 3 shots each, and a strat to get them to a flat 9. They're fast anyway, but bring in from Deep Strike for some devastating firepower. Also a little mention for the Burning Chariots too, also a good choice. Fleshhounds, I mentioned these were good in the Combat Patrol, while they're cheap and fast. Some auto-hitting close-range weapons, and they get +1 to damage on the charge in melee. They can deny the witch like a PSYCHER, which is good for Khorne, but the key for this unit is that you can use the Contempt for Sorcery 1 CP strat, and it gives a deny a psychic power and a 4+ roll, and this can actually go to a 3+ when the PSYCHER is near a Fleshhound. NURGLINGS and Beasts of NURGLE, including them together as they bring some interesting abilities to the army. NURGLINGS are 20-point troops, but they can't fill a troop slot. They've got forward deployment which you don't usually get in Chaos armies. And Beasts of NURGLE 80 points, a great annoying unit with 7 wounds that heals itself entirely each turn. Next up, any TZEENTCH PSYCHER. Bring along for the damaging psychic attacks and some other good buffing abilities. Core units can get rerolls, this is scary with the Flamers. Screamers and Horrors can get auto-wounding attacks. And as I said, they bring a lot of their own psychic might as well. Demon Princes is where you can let your kit-bashing ideas go wild. I've seen some fantastic ideas, and they're pretty much an auto-include in most armies. 140 points, but you probably want to bring a bigger weapon and wings for an extra 45 points. This makes them fast, really powerful melee, and depending on the god you get other benefits, but the best is probably Khorne with +1 strength and +2 to attacks. You want something bigger as well, like Greater Demons or Be'lakor. There was a time when Greater Demon spam was everywhere, and that's because they're so cool and powerful. Bloodthirsters, the best raw melee, fast and devastating. Lord of Change, super resilient against ranged, reliable mortal wound output. The Great Unclean One, T9, resilient and punchy blob. And the Keeper of Secrets, loads of attacks, reliable charges, and heals itself when it kills things. If you go for the name versions, then you'll also have the Warp Locust keyword to support some deep strike shenanigans. Be'lakor is certainly one of the standout units in the Codex. At 420 points it's quite an investment, but really worth it. He's devastating in his own right and can ignore invuns. He's also really resilient with a 4+ save. You can't reroll hits against him. Subtract 1 for your hit roll and wound roll. And it's also -1 damage. He can buff units, which is really cool, but there are some restrictions with playing with him, but he will break detachments so you can't use your demon secondaries or the Warp Storm ability. However, if you take his army of renown, then there's a load of fun to be had. Check this video out. I hope this has given you a good idea where to start. I'll see you again soon. Bye.